Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic in every romantic relationship. Something we need to continuously learn and practice. That is how to not accidentally cause sadness or hurt to the person you love. In the closeness and intimacy of love, our words and actions have a huge impact. And sometimes, even small things can make them sad. Today, we will together explore, don't do this. Avoid making your partner sad. Relationship mistakes to stop. Recognizing common behaviors that can cause harm in relationships and how to change them. Building a love based on understanding and happiness. Dear friends, for young and middle-aged people in America, those in serious relationships or marriage, maintaining and nurturing love is essential. Pressure from work, family responsibilities, and life changes can cause us to unintentionally make mistakes that hurt our partner. Accumulating sadness, unresolved misunderstandings, and lack of care can gradually erode the relationship, causing love to fade. According to relationship psychology studies, factors such as lack of communication, disrespect, and indifference are leading causes of dissatisfaction in marriage and romantic relationships. Conversely, actively avoiding hurtful behaviors and focusing on building understanding, respect, and care is a way to keep love fresh and lasting. So, what things should we, don't do, or shouldn't do, to avoid making our lover sad? We will go through 10 common behaviors that can cause harm in relationships. And how to change them. The first thing, the worm that eats away at trust, is dishonesty and lack of transparency. Lies, whether big or small, or hiding important information, will erode trust in the relationship. Why does dishonesty make your lover sad? Because trust is the foundation of love. When you are dishonest, your lover will feel insecure, doubtful, and struggle to trust you and the relationship. Example: you lie about where you went after work, hide a debt, or don't share about other relationships, within appropriate boundaries. At work, you are dishonest with colleagues about a mistake you made. And that affects you and your lover, e.g., you are anxious, irritable. How to avoid this behavior? Commit to always being honest with your lover. Even when it's difficult, communicate openly about important issues. If you have a tendency to be dishonest, understand the root cause and find a way to address it. The second thing, the invisible wall, is lack of communication and emotional withdrawal. When you stop sharing, stop listening, or avoid important conversations, your lover will feel lonely and abandoned in the relationship. Why does lack of communication make your lover sad? Because communication is the way for two people to connect, understand each other, and solve problems. When you withdraw, your lover may feel like they are not important, or you don't care about the relationship. Example: after a stressful workday, you come home and are silent, not sharing what happened, or when there is a disagreement, you refuse to talk, giving them the silent treatment. Work, family. Bringing work stress home and withdrawing instead of talking to your lover. Or you focus too much on other family relationships and forget to communicate with your lover. How to avoid this behavior? Make time to talk with your lover every day. Even if it's just small things. Share about your life. When there is a disagreement, commit to talking and listening respectfully. The third thing, the harsh words. is disrespect and contempt. Words or actions that show disrespect or contempt will deeply hurt your lover's self-esteem. Why does disrespect make your lover sad? Because love needs to be built on a foundation of respect. When you don't respect your lover, you are saying you don't value them as an individual. Example: you mock your lover's opinions. Use hurtful words when angry. Roll your eyes or sigh when they are talking. At work, you speak ill of your lover to colleagues. In the family, you allow family members to disrespect your lover. How to avoid this behavior? Be mindful of your words and actions. Instead of criticizing, focus on expressing your feelings. I feel, calmly. Always respect your lover, even when you disagree. The fourth thing, the cold absence, is neglect and taking for granted. When you stop making an effort in the relationship, stop showing interest, and take your lover's presence for granted, they will feel abandoned and unappreciated. Why does neglect make your lover sad? Because love needs to be nurtured and built upon. When you stop trying, your lover may feel like they are no longer important to you. Example: you stop planning dates or quality time together. Stop saying, "I love you," or showing appreciation. You spend too much time on personal hobbies and not quality time with your lover. Work, family. Letting work consume all your time and energy. Leaving no time for your lover. Or you focus too much on other relationships and neglect your lover. How to avoid this behavior? Make the relationship a top priority in your list. Schedule dates or private moments. Regularly show your appreciation and love with words and actions. The fifth thing, the invisible cage, is controlling or manipulative behavior. Trying to control your lover's life, manipulate their emotions, or make them dependent on you will strip away their freedom and individuality. Why do controlling or manipulative behaviors make your lover sad? Because love needs to be based on freedom and mutual respect. When you control, you are saying you don't trust your lover or respect their right to make decisions. Example: you control who your lover can see or talk to. Check their phone. Make them feel guilty for doing things unrelated to you. Actions: recognize that a healthy relationship is based on equality and trust, not control. Examine your motivations if you feel the need to control and address the root cause. If this behavior is severe, it may indicate an unhealthy relationship that requires professional help. The sixth thing, the dismissive words, is lack of empathy and invalidating feelings. When your lover shares their feelings, and you ignore, mock, or say they are overreacting, you are deeply hurting them. Why does lack of empathy make your lover sad? Because everyone wants to feel heard and understood. When you don't validate your lover's feelings, they may feel lonely and unloved. Example: when your lover is sad about something, you say, "It's not a big deal." Or when they are worried about work, you say, "Don't worry too much," without truly listening and understanding. How to avoid this behavior? Practice active listening when your lover shares their feelings. Validate their emotions by saying, "I understand you are feeling sad, worried." Try to put yourself in their shoes to understand better. The seventh thing, the empty promises, is broken promises and unreliability. Not keeping promises, even small ones, will weaken trust and make your lover feel disappointed. Why do broken promises make your lover sad? Because dependability is important for you to feel secure in the relationship. When you constantly break promises, your lover will struggle to trust you and what you say. Example: you promise to help your lover with chores but forget. You promise to call at a certain time but don't. Work, family. You promise your lover that you will balance work and family life, but you don't. How to avoid this behavior? Only promise what you can deliver. If you cannot keep a promise, explain clearly and apologize. Try to act consistently and dependably in everything. The eighth thing, the external storm, is bringing stress or negativity from outside into the relationship. When you bring frustrations from work, other family members, or personal issues and take them out on your lover, you are hurting the person closest to you. Why does this make your lover sad? Because the relationship should be a safe and supportive place. When you bring negativity from outside, you are turning that safe place into a stressful and unpleasant one. Example: after a bad day at work, you come home and are irritable with your lover for no clear reason. You constantly complain about your family without resolving the issues healthily. How to avoid this behavior? Learn healthy stress management techniques, exercise, meditation, talking to friends. Create a buffer between work, the outside world, and time for the relationship. Communicate with your lover about the stress you are experiencing, but avoid taking it out on them. The ninth thing, the criticizing words, is criticism and blame versus constructive feedback. Constantly finding fault or blaming your lover will hurt their self-esteem and create a negative and defensive atmosphere in the relationship. Why do criticism and blame make your lover sad? Because love needs to be built on acceptance and support. When you criticize, you are making your lover feel like they are not good enough. Example: you constantly criticize how your lover does something, cooking, cleaning. You blame your lover for financial problems or other difficulties. How to avoid this behavior? Instead of criticizing, focus on giving constructive feedback using positive language. Recognize that no one is perfect, and focus on solving problems together. The 10th thing, the deprioritized position, is excessively prioritizing other relationships, friends, family of origin, over your lover. Although other relationships are important, your lover should be your top priority. Why does excessively prioritizing other relationships make your lover sad? Because it makes your lover feel like they are not the most important person in your life. Or you don't see this relationship as the primary one. Example: you spend too much time with friends without spending quality time with your lover. You allow family of origin to interfere inappropriately in your relationship. You always side with family of origin even when they are wrong. How to avoid this behavior? Communicate clearly with your lover that they are your top priority. Set healthy boundaries with friends and family of origin. Balance the time spent on different relationships, bringing it all together. Loving is action, a daily choice. Avoiding things that make your lover sad is not just about avoiding negative behaviors, it is a daily commitment to loving, respecting, and understanding your partner. By recognizing potential mistakes and striving to change, you are building a strong foundation for a lasting and happy love. Too angry, lose wisdom. Learn to manage your emotions so you don't say or do hurtful things. Remember, no one is perfect, and you will make mistakes. What is important is that you are willing to take responsibility. Sincerely apologize, and make an effort to change. Words cost no money. Choose them wisely to please others. Always use kind and constructive language in your relationship. If you find yourself consistently engaging in behaviors that hurt your lover, or if you struggle to control your emotions or behavior, e.g., frequent anger, lying, controlling tendencies, seek professional help. An individual therapist or relationship counselor can help you understand the root causes of these behaviors and learn the necessary skills for healthier relationships. If you are in a relationship where your lover is constantly doing things that make you sad, hurt, or feel unsafe, seek help and consider your own well-being and happiness. You deserve to be in a relationship where you are loved, respected, and safe. Dear friends, love is a beautiful but also challenging journey. By recognizing behaviors that can cause hurt and striving to change, you are showing your commitment to the person you love and to the relationship itself. Don't hesitate to share what behavior you find hardest to avoid in a relationship, or what lesson you have learned about not hurting your lover, or any questions about this topic in the comments section below. Our community is here to share, learn, and support each other on the journey of building healthy and happy relationships. And if you found this video helpful and want to discover more secrets to building healthy relationships, self-development, and living a more meaningful life, don't forget to hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next videos.